What's up, everybody?
Yo, this is Jake Gordon from Today's Prey.
I broke your heart, huh?
I'm coming.
And we are welcoming you on this wonderful morning or evening, whenever you're listening to it. We're just glad to be in your stereo, in your speakers.
If you didn't notice, how a stereo works is when you're listening to someone on the stereo/radio, they are actually shrunken down into wee little people like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. And we are in your speakers right now. Can I have a sip of your Red Bull, please?
Yeah, and I see you itching your balls right now. Stop it. Stop scratching your balls. Keep both hands on the wheel and just drive to work.
Girl with her foot up on the dash while driving. That's unsafe.
If you wreck, your femur bone's going directly through your skull.
Fact.
It's going to snap in half like a twig in the woods. And guess what? That femur bone's going into your brain and you're going to be fucking dead.
Yeah.
I had a boner.
And I ain't fucking around.
Yeah.
I ain't doing it.
He ain't no necrophiliac.
Do you remember when you were in school and your teacher would say, hey, ain't in a word, and then the best comeback ever was, oh, yeah, it's not ain't a word, well, guess what? It's in the dictionary. And you would just burn your teacher, and all the kids would, like, start clapping and be like, yeah, oh, shit,
Yeah,
oh,
dude,
this
it
guy's got the comebacks.
It's in the dictionary.
Yeah.
Mother teacher.
Mother teacher.
Yeah.
With your sexy ass.
Probably your sister, too.
I had a boner.
I remember thinking it was really cool to be bad and look up the word dope in the dictionary.
Whoa.
Turns out it doesn't mean anything about drugs. In its literal sense, it just means you're stupid.
Oh, really?
Like you're a dope.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, you're not.
I broke your heart, huh?
It's okay. I'm okay. I have confidence in myself that I'm not a dope.
Oh, do you have
Complete
confidence in
dope.
yourself? Okay, count to 5.
Count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That was pretty good.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You know what? I remember you tried that the other day. You couldn't do it. Today you did it. That's pretty awesome.
Every day is a new day.
We are getting it.
We're getting it hard.
So
Our intelligence is full of blood right now. Very stiff.
yeah, my brain intelligence is like super rock hard right now.
Yeah.
Just about to freaking bust with knowledge.
Earlier you were talking to me and you said that I was a rough looking dude.
I said that?
Yeah, you said I was rough.
Oh, I didn't say you're rough looking.
Oh, you just think
You're physically rough on people.
Oh yeah.
You hurt people by accident a lot.
How?
You do it to me all the time.
Well, you're just a bitch.
You anytime someone tries to like fight with you like at a party, it's an immediate takedown.
I want to wrestle.
Yeah, but they don't want to wrestle. They want to say hello to you. It's kind of like how that's a slight flaw
Well, hey,
of mine.
at least the people I'm wrestling with are men. You're the one who takes down girls. I just sat here and listened to you tell a 5-minute story about how you took down a girl one time. You want to tell me that story?
Yeah, she was kicking me. She was kicking me.
And you gave her
she was
one
kicking
warning?
me, and I gave her multiple warnings. Then I asked the boyfriend she won't stop kicking me. He goes, hey, do whatever you need to do.
Back it up. Let's dissect this.
I'm not backing it up, dude.
Back it up. Back that ass up.
I had a boner.
I want to dissect this for a second.
Correct!
Do you think she had a personal vendetta against you?
No, she was drunk.
Do you think she had a personal vendetta against herself?
I would say so.
Do you think she is her own worst enemy?
Yes.
Self-sabotager.
Yes.
Isn't it sad? They can't even realize it.
She's a caramelizer.
Oh, shit, dog.
It gets stupefied.
She likes caramel.
Yeah. She's a huge caramel bitch.
Isn't it funny?
What? That's a weird way of saying that, but caramelizer.
Maybe those people who are shitty like that and just self-sabotage themselves into getting taken down by a guy at a party. Maybe they're actually at more peace with themselves and with the world than everybody else, because those people who cause all the karma towards themselves, who like cheat on people, who just fuck around, who hurt people intentionally.
Yeah.
Maybe all those people just already know that all humans are just trying to be happy all the time.
Yeah.
But you never will be. So they're just like, they actively They actively put themselves in shitty situations.
Yeah.
That's where, like, most people, once they get in a comfortable, happy situation, they just want to linger there, and they just want to enjoy it as much as they can.
Yeah.
But then something happens. You know, somebody dies, house burns down, natural disaster.
You know, some people, they have a nice thing happen to them, and then they decide to cut it off because they know it's going to end eventually, and they'd rather do it on their own terms.
That's what I'm saying. So these people who are self-sabotaging, that's the only way of controlling things. They just make it shitty for themselves.
I should start doing that. I'd probably feel a lot better.
What's the first shitty thing you would do?
Today?
Yeah.
I
Let's say once the podcast is done, you got to go do something.
that would
really,
create bad karma for myself. Like,
Yeah.
we're talking about that. Like, first shitty thing I would do.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to the gym after this podcast is over. And if I see someone that's struggling on bench and they can't get it up, I'm just going to walk by them. And then they're going to be like, hey, man, can you help? And I'm like, oh, man, I didn't even see you there, even though I looked them right in the eye. And then I'm going to go over and when I pick it up, I'm going to teabag them. I'm going to teabag their eyes. Just both of my testicles just fill their eye sockets.
Yeah, I might go and bench after we're done with the podcast.
I'm like, yeah, you might go struggle with bench after this. Thank God. You've been trying to take a whiff of my sack lately.
What I thought you were gonna say was you know, they're over there at the bench and they're like, hey man, I need your help. I can't get it up, and they're struggling really hard to get it up, and you go there and just start blowing.
I had a boner.
I was gonna say that's not something bad. That's like good karma.
Yeah, maybe somebody will blow me next time.
Worth a shot.
If honestly, you give, you will receive. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, no comprende.
I
So
know.
if you give somebody a blowy at the gym, the next time you go to the gym, you're probably going to get one.
Man,
I think
only
that's
the way
called
the world
anatomical mathematics.
yeah. So, all right, enough diving into this karma thing again. We touched on that a little bit last week, but back to you taking down this girl at this party.
Yeah, she was just being a drunk person that just watched a UFC fight. And so
Annoying.
she was kicking everyone. And she kicked me one too many times.
Why do you think
So
she
I
thought
caught
she
the-
could get away with it?
So I caught the kick and swept the leg like a Muay Thai move. And then I caught her head before it hit the concrete. And then I said, don't do that again. And then I just dropped her head onto the concrete from like 2 inches away. That way she's like, ow, my head. And I'm like, I could have killed you. I don't think I'm not like a tough guy. I just literally could have killed her.
You're not a tough guy. You just beat up a girl.
Yeah. Well, we also know guys that are tough that would absolutely
Beat
beat
on
up
a
a girl. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. I know a lot of guys who are pretty tough.
Ray Rice.
Ray Lewis.
I think he just killed someone. I don't think and I like Ray Lewis.
But he just killed someone.
He didn't just kill someone. It's old news.
Oh, so it's
And he
okay
got
now.
away with it. So
Yeah.
we don't know for sure.
What a good guy.
But Ray Rice absolutely beat on his lady in an elevator. So
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
and he was wearing a wife beater, I'm pretty sure.
That's hilarious.
That's not true. But what is true is that after that happened with him, everyone called their wife beaters that they wore Ray Rice's.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That is hilarious. I've actually heard them call wife beaters, which I don't even think they should call them that anymore.
I don't even understand where that even came from.
I don't know. It's like a very stereotypical thing. It's like, that looks like a shirt a guy would beat his wife in, maybe.
Well, yes, but when you were growing up, there's no way you thought of it that way. Like I didn't. When someone said, yeah, I'm going to wear a wife beater, I didn't think, oh, they're talking about this is something that someone would wear if they were to beat their wife. I kind of thought of it in the same way as like an egg beater. I wasn't thinking like beating someone's wife. Obviously,
You thought it was a tool.
yeah, like, there's egg beaters, wife beaters,
Dick beaters,
chastisers, all kinds of shit.
chastity belts,
Yeah.
liquin,
Liquin. What the
screwdrivers. These are all
Liquin?
tools.
What's a liquin?
It's a tool you use when you're painting. It's not a tool. It's like a
Oh,
liquid.
see, you got me with the art shit.
Yeah. Fucking moron.
I'm coming.
So why did this girl think she could just walk around kicking everybody?
Because no one took her down until I did, and then she didn't kick another person.
I wonder. I would say she's kind of like a pretty girl. I wonder if she.
Someone who thought she was a pretty girl.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. She thinks she's a pretty girl enough to convince a dumb guy like me that she's probably a pretty girl.
Drunk, probably.
But do you think a girl who thinks she's ugly is going to go around kicking everybody?
Just
Even if
depends on
she's
how-
beautiful, if she just thinks she's ugly, she's probably not.
I think it doesn't matter what you look like on the outside. If your inside's ugly, you're going to go around kicking people while you're drunk.
I honestly hate what the inside of human bodies look like.
I don't like it. It's icky and wet.
Red and sticky and sometimes white and yellow.
Yeah.
Yucks.
I don't like the inside of my body to look white.
No,
Just
dude.
full of pus.
It's salt.
Ew. Salt? Oh,
Cocaine.
God. Jesus Christ. No, but I'm a full believer in that we should keep. Now, I'm not a big guy on let's just bully everyone,
Yeah.
but
I'm
some
glad.
people need bullied for specific reasons. Like, I should have just punched her, but then here I am. I punched a girl in the face, so then I can't do that. That ruins my rep.
Yeah.
But
Definitely.
somebody in the world, see, that's why everyone not saying women get away with it or men get away with things or whatever, but in general, everybody gets away with things more now because there's a couple of options. One, you're going to get arrested for teaching them. Two, they're just going to shoot you. So you don't want to do that. So really, you just walk away from the situation and never talk to that person ever again, and that is the best way to solve it.
Yeah.
I do that all the time.
It's easy to do.
I feel like we both do that. If someone gets on our nerves, it's like, well, guess we'll never talk to them again.
Yeah, it's definitely easy to do that. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, you're bringing a little bit of stress into my life. Not happening.
Yeah.
Nice try. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. You blew it.
I'm coming.
Yeah. I could go on and on about,
Cutting people out.
cutting people out and bullying them. You know what I mean? I could do that all day.
Yeah, I think we've talked enough about you bullying people when we had this segment about church camp. But I think at that time, but I don't think you knew that you were being a bully when you wrote "die" on a kid's pillow at church camp.
Well, when you're, you got to think of it in the way of I was thinking it, which was an idiot. I was being an idiot. Sometimes people are just idiots. They don't mean to be actually mean to someone. They're
Yeah.
just being an idiot.
Yeah, it's just ignorance.
Yeah.
They don't know that what they're doing is hateful and mean and not nice.
Yeah, man. Sometimes, and then you don't even know you're mean, so you don't even know they're mad at you because they're kind of being a bitch and not telling you that they're mad. So then, ignorance is bliss for that guy. He's just running around just being the happiest dude on earth. He has no idea what kind of lives he's affecting.
Yeah.
Maybe he's a robot. Maybe he's just mean.
Maybe he's the devil.
Maybe he's the serpent himself.
The serpent in the garden. Garden.
Serpent in the garbage.
Broke your heart, huh?
Ooh, that would be bad.
Can you imagine just flipping open your trash can like over here and there's a daggone anaconda?
Yeah, I'd probably wrestle it to the ground.
Would you?
Yeah.
Think you could take an anaconda?
Yeah.
What's the longest anaconda you could take?
90 foot. What's the longest anaconda you could take?
5.
In your ass.
5 foot. In the ass?
I had a bone.
I'm sticking with what I said. 5 foot anaconda in the ass. That's my final answer.
Yeah. Well, you did tell me the other day that your intestinal tract is over a mile long.
Hey, what was it it's something.
I don't know. I never looked it up.
I remember in school,
I know what you're talking about.
maybe it was a football field or something, and it wasn't your intestines, it was like your veins.
Probably.
Like how all your veins put together can equal up to a certain distance. So that's what I was thinking of. But I probably have, I mean, mine's probably, I feel like my intestines are longer than average.
Yeah, you fart and shit like crazy. Maybe they're actually shorter than average.
Yeah, maybe I can't handle a lot. I probably don't get all the nutrients I need because it's not working that good.
Yeah.
Maybe maybe it's supposed to be like coiled up like everyone else's, but it's actually just a straight tube. And it has like one bend in it. So it just like it holds poop just just a little bit. Like the drain underneath of your sink. Like it just goes up and down real quick.
A little J pipe.
So I got like hair stuck in it. I got like a bunch of hair. I eat hair like crazy at the shop, by the way.
That's so gross.
You probably eat skin.
You ever cough up a hairball? I don't.
You probably drink the blood of your enemies while you're tattooing.
Yeah, in virgin's blood too.
Ew, that's gross.
Yeah, in newborn's blood.
Yeah, I love
as well.
slurping virgin blood.
Yeah, I definitely drink virgin's blood, baby blood, little panda blood, little puppy dog blood, kitten blood, puppy dog blood. Anything that could make you upset because it's a cute animal, I've definitely drank its blood.
I broke your heart, huh?
See, that's the point.
I don't know why. I think I'm getting softer because I felt a tear start and then I sucked it back in.
You're getting a little emotional tonight.
Yeah.
It must be a full moon, you fucking Capricorn.
Oh. Actually, I'm a Taurus. So.
Dude, this girl came to the shop today, and she came in and said every stereotypical thing that you can say to a tattoo artist today. It was so funny. She came in and she was like, so I'm trying to get a tattoo. I want to get this for my boyfriend who passed away, and then I want to get this for my lizard that passed away. And
my
then
second boyfriend that passed away.
I want to get a tarot card on my arm. I'm also part Native American, so I want to get this tattoo commemorating my Cherokee blood. And I'm a Capricorn, so, I want to get my goat. And just like all this, like she said so many stereotypical things. It was like hilarious. You couldn't have scripted it. I'm even missing things that she said. She was also complaining about prices elsewhere.
And I also have dreams that I'm trying to catch, so can I get a dream catcher?
Yeah. She goes, and this tattoo, oh my gosh, I probably overpaid. It was like $80 and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, well, our shop minimum's $100, so you probably didn't overpay. It was just what the shop charged. Because setting
they
up
use
cost.
ink.
Yeah, because there's cost to just setting up.
Yeah.
So.
Speaking of when you said Cherokee, I was talking about this today at the shop. There was this old guy that walked in the shop, and my lady coworker, always has the funniest interactions with certain customers. Mostly because guys get nervous and they don't know what to say to women, and it's hilarious. So this guy walks in, and he's already kind of awkward, but he's an older guy, and he sits down in her chair, and she starts to spin him to like look towards the mirror, and he goes, so like, what are you, Cherokee?
Oh my gosh.
It's like, no. She just goes, no, why do you ask? He's like, oh, I don't know, you just look Cherokee. It's like, one, old guy. What?
Number one, old guy.
What? Two, you don't just go up to someone and go, what are you?
Yeah.
This, and you take a guess. It's just a little less. Okay, I was about to say a little less worse. It's not as bad if you just go, "What are you?" But then
if you
saying,
guess
then going, it's like, "What are you, Cherokee?" It's like that's such a specific thing. Not only is he guessing that she's Native American, he's guessing the type.
Yeah. So you definitely can't go up to anybody and go, what are you, Asian? Or what are you, black?
Yeah. What's going on with your race right now?
What are you, Indian? Like, you can't say that to somebody, or you're probably going to offend them.
Now, there are probably some people out there that would get irritated if you're like, what are you, Capricorn? And they're like, no, I am not.
Exactly. It has
no,
like
I am not.
It has like a negative connotation the way you say it. It's
Yeah.
like, what are you, a Taurus? It's like,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
So well, if the answer is yes, then it's still offensive. Like, yeah. So what?
It's like, what are you, a Pisces? No, I'm not a bitch.
Yeah. Fucking Leo, motherfucker.
I broke your heart, huh?
Yeah, so what are you, Cherokee? No, I'm a Wrangler. I'm actually a Grand Cherokee.
No, I'm a tattoo artist.
I'm a barber.
I'm a bulba.
He's like, what are you, Cherokee? No, I'm a barber.
If you couldn't be a barber anymore, what would you do? They just go, all right, Poppy, we're banning you from barbering. You touch too many kids.
Whoa. What the fuck?
What would you do? What would your next job be?
You're fake exposing me, one. And you're like, they're like, earlier today, Jake was thinking, how can I expose Poppy for something he didn't do on the podcast? So, man, if you couldn't do this because you touched too many kids, like,
Okay, I'll back it up. All right.
okay, yeah,
Poppy,
can you give me something?
You can't be a barber anymore because you killed too many sea turtles with hammers.
That's believable. So I think I would probably, because that takes up, my week. So what would I do with my time besides that? I'd probably just be hiking around, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'm one with the wind, bro.
Like maybe just work a couple months out of a year at like a bullshit job just so you could go and hike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, man, now that I'm older, like when I started barbering, I was thinking, man, there's so many, it's so hard to find things to do, blah, 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 blah. When I was trying to figure out what I was wanting to do, I wasn't doing these jobs. Now I'd probably just do like landscaping. I feel like everyone, and this isn't making fun of anyone who has a landscape business, it's making fun of the ones that have bullshit landscaping businesses. I feel like everyone just kind of defaults to that anyways. So they go, oh, you know what? Everyone who has a house most likely has a yard. Unless it's a townhome, they have a yard. And they're going to have landscaping done. And everybody just pays someone to mow their grass now because it's more efficient. So I'm never going to mow my grass because I could be doing something productive during that time of mowing my grass. Imagine if I had this huge yard. It took 4 hours to mow my grass. That's half of a work day that I could have just worked and made money, and then a portion of that could have went towards the grass cutter.
Thanks for the advice, Gary V.
I had a bone.
No, I get what you're saying.
It's like,
Yeah, I'm not gonna moon my grass either.
I'm not going to moon my grass.
I'm not showing my butt to my grass. Are you kidding me?
Hell no. I'm just
I'd never live it down.
straight cockles and nuts.
The grass would try to mow my butt.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like, man, we got to straighten up that butt crack up there.
We got to put stripes in that thing.
We got to weed eat that ass.
Think about, I'm gonna plant an apple tree in that ass. You know what I'm saying?
Going
Like
in.
all the dandelions are like hitting each other with their elbows. Like, yeah. Man.
Yeah. Jakey apple butt. Apple bottom jean, baby.
So you would just you think as a job you'd go into landscaping.
Yeah, it's a super easy default. Everyone wants you to mow the grass, and then in the winters you plow snow. I mean, I feel like everyone does that.
Yeah.
You should see, if you just Googled Morgantown landscaping, guaranteed there'd be 20 results. There's just so many of them.
Yeah.
You buy a box trailer or just a little trailer, have a mower, weed eater, you go and do your own thing. Have a crappy truck that's like the bed's like tilted because it's been so used.
And you have like a 5-gallon bucket of just junk that you never use. It just sits in the bed.
The only thing you use in that 5-gallon bucket is the weed eater string.
Yeah.
And
That's it.
And everything underneath of it's like
The bucket's broken.
Spare bolts.
The bucket has a crack in it.
Yeah.
And it's just carrying a bunch
It
of
used to be your water bucket till you broke it.
yeah.
And
now
then
you just
you're
put
like,
junk in it now.
Now it's your junk bucket.
You think you'd hire me on as a weed cutter?
Part-time for sure. You'd be my mulcher.
Oh, I can lay some mulch. I've
Oh,
laid mulch
absolutely.
before.
You're a wheelbarrowing motherfucker.
Yeah, I could definitely do that. I would much rather do that than mow grass, I think.
Oh yeah, you are a mulcher.
You know why? Mulch is also kind of moist and kind of cold sometimes. So like in the hot sun, feels good on the hands.
I have the opposite experience. When I do mulch, there are like mulch fires at mulch plants.
Really?
Because it gets so hot. Now, maybe you were getting the mulch that was underneath. Like that
And it might
first
have just
layer.
been fresh too, because I did
Could have been fresh mulch, yeah.
I did it at my aunt's house a lot, and there's a lot of tree cover too. So
Well, did you get a load of mulch or did you get the bags of mulch?
bags?
That's why.
Yeah.
If you get a load of mulch, you go to like a place and they put it in the truck bed. It's hot as fuck.
Yeah.
It's been in the sun the whole time.
I would much rather do landscaping business than like construction street work business. You know how hot that is?
I'd rather just
The
work for
pavement's just-
myself in general.
The pavement's just
Oh, pavement.
hot.
Dude,
Hot, hot, hot.
you can't work barefoot in pavement.
No, but you can feel the earth with your feet with landscaping.
Yeah, you can just, what I would try to do is perfect, I would be a landscaper who would, make your lawn better, not just cut it. So I would like lime it, fertilize it, oxygenate it, all these things. Change the pH so that only certain grasses grow, reseed it,
Fertilize it.
winterize it, anodize it, X-ray it.
Electrify it.
And how I would figure out how to do that is I dig my toes into the dirt, and I could just feel what the earth was yearning for, and I'd pray to Mother Earth.
Yeah.
I'd pray to Mother Earth, and she'd tell me what the earth yearned for in that spot.
Holistically.
Yeah.
Do you have a wild fact for us for today, May 23rd?
Yeah. On this day, with today's pray.
Correct!
Bonnie and Clyde got shot to death.
Every day is a new day.
Did you know that? They waited for them to come down the road, and they were very leery of going down that road. And the cops came, and they pulled one of their friends over and handcuffed him and stuff, and his car was sitting there, so they started to slow down to check if they knew it was his car. And then as they started to slow down, they just shot into the car.
Whoa.
Like, didn't even stop. Didn't try to arrest him, nothing. Some real old sheriff-y shit. And
Wow.
they just, guns blazing, tore him up. And I learned today, this is true, the real car that they were shot in is in a casino thing. It's like this cowboy castle-looking thing in maybe Tennessee or something. I don't know.
Cowboy Castle.
It looks, yeah. It's. I saw a video of it today. I was just kind of interested, and then I dug into a rabbit hole a little bit about the whole thing.
A little suspicious.
But
if you
it's
ask
like
me.
in the casino part of this hotel, and then there's the car.
bullet
And it's
holes.
just,
And
and yeah, but a lot of them. Like it's if it's not the real thing, it very much looks like it.
I like to think that Bonnie and Clyde were holding hands and looking in each other's eyes when they died.
I saw the video of them dead right there. You can see it on YouTube. Like a film is like that's actually Bonnie and Clyde dead in that car,
Whoa.
and they were just like this. She was leaning up against his shoulder, like because
She's probably jacking him off.
most likely getting some roadhead. That's why he was starting to slow down. He was like, oh.
I'm coming.
Yeah.
But that was his voice, not hers, because women don't orgasm while giving head.
Really? I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. I've never.
Some women like it.
I've never given head while driving.
I broke your heart, huh?
But did you know Bonnie and Clyde, they were. So let me think of how to say this. The Joker and what's his girlfriend's name? I just forgot it.
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn, which is just Harlequin. That's how
Yes.
she's named. That's why she's named that. It's Harlequin.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So Joker and Harley Quinn were based off of Bonnie and Clyde.
Oh shit.
And so that's why they were so freaking nutty. So really, when all these girls are dressing up as Bonnie and the guys are dressing up as Clyde, and then you have the Joker and Harley Quinn, basically the same person, just one's the ICP member.
Yeah. And one's a clinical psychologist.
Right, that went insane.
Yeah.
Bonnie.
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 What a name. Bonnie.
Her name was Bonnie. Her name was Bonnie.
Her name was Bonnie. But yeah, I was just saying that's actually true. Joker and Harley Quinn were based off of Bonnie and Clyde.
Do you think me and you should be Joker and Harley Quinn for Halloween this year? That'd be an original idea.
I'm wearing the skirt.
I wanted to be her.
No, dude.
That would-
I have the more feminine features.
How about this? You have your girlfriend be the Joker, and me and you will be Harley Quinn.
That'd be hilarious.
Like I'll be Harley. I'll just be like a biker dude.
Okay.
Or I'll be a Harley bike, and you could just be a Quinn.
What's a Quinn? Is that something just like we can just make it up on the spot?
Yeah,
Like,
I was
what's a
thinking
Quinn?
maybe you just have like a bunch of letters on you, Quin.
Oh, okay. That's cool, man. I appreciate you putting so much effort into my costume.
Honestly, yours is more original. I'm going to be Harley.
Yeah, I always have like the best ideas for Halloween costumes and stuff, and then nobody ever wants to like actually do it.
Halloween.
Halloween. That's what 2016 was. Wait, not 2016. Yeah, probably 2017, 2018 was Halloween.
Why do you say that? Oh, because
Every
of
single
everybody was
girl.
Joker and Harley Quinn.
Yeah, because that movie came out.
Yeah, with Jared Leto.
They were horrible.
Yeah.
That was a horrible movie. Suicide Squad was horrible.
Not very good.
DC hasn't done very well until this last Batman movie, which was dope as fuck. Something in my ass.
Yeah. I did like the new Batman.
I'm coming.
It was pretty good.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
I still think we should do my Halloween idea.
Let's hear it.
Where we get all of our friends to dress up, and it's like, like you send a mass text message, you have a group chat. You're like, hey, everybody dress up as Spider-Man. And so everyone wears a Spider-Man outfit except for you. And you thought, I said, hey, we should dress up as Spider-Man. And you just dress up in your spider outfit.
Yeah.
And I think that would be the funniest fucking thing on earth is you see a bunch of, you see like 12 Spider-Man costumes one way, and then you're in a spider outfit. That'd be the best.
It would definitely ruffle some feathers.
You
on
think
the
it would
streets.
ruffle some feathers? You think people would get mad about it?
It would puzzle some people for sure.
It would puzzle some people, yeah. I think more people would go. I think they wouldn't even notice you half the time. But
Yeah.
the person that did laughs like crazy.
They probably wouldn't notice me because I'm so damn sneaky.
Yeah. Well, you would come down off the ceiling.
Yeah, like everybody else would be walking around on their man feet, and I'd be crawling on the ceiling with my spider talons.
You got what? What? Did you say talons?
Yeah.
Spider talons.
I like to envision.
I'm a spider talon. I'm a spider talon.
I had a bone.
Now, there's two ways of thinking about spider talons. Either that the spider has 8 talons, or an eagle has spiders for feet.
Can you imagine being dive bombed by an eagle with spider feet? That would be
I'm coming.
horrible.
That's what the spiders are screaming.
I'm coming.
The movie Eight-Legged Freaks would have a whole different shock to it.
Yeah. 8-legged freaks with wings and beaks. Dude.
Speaking of movies, in 2003, May 23rd,
Yeah.
to be exact, Bruce Almighty came out. Did you ever see Bruce Almighty?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. Isn't that movie so awesome?
Yeah. I prefer Yes Man, but Bruce Almighty's second place.
I don't
I'm sorry, no comprende.
I don't agree.
Really?
Yeah.
Every day is a new day.
But hey, that's why we're best friends. We can agree to disagree.
Welcome to the new age politics.
So the movie stars Jim Carrey. You know what he looks like, but I'm going to show you a picture of him anyway.
Is this going to... Okay, hold on a second. Is this going to be Jim Carrey now or Jim Carrey before?
Well, this picture of him is for him before, but the reason I'm showing you this old picture is because it's the only one where there's a picture of him and his dad.
Oh, okay.
So this is Jim Carrey's dad. Kind of an eccentric looking guy. Looks like a fun time though.
Jim Carrey says that his dad was funnier than him.
I believe it, dude. Look at the guy. Looks hilarious.
He looks like to have a fucking good time.
And it also, Jim Carrey in that movie falls in love with Jennifer Aniston. Smoking hot babe from Friends.
Yeah.
This is her dad. Basically looks like 007.
Yeah. That's a red pocket square.
He's the kind of guy who looks at you and goes, "You're going to like the way you look." Guarantee it. Or he's the kind of guy
He's the Men's Warehouse guy.
or he's the guy that goes,
What if he actually was the Men's Warehouse guy and we didn't realize it? And we're like, you said that just out of coincidence.
oh, that would be really funny. That would be,
I can't wait to figure this out later.
we'll have to Google
I'm going to do
it
a
later.
deep dive while I'm over there teabagging some dude at the gym while he's doing bench press.
Okay, speaking of this, which dad, Jennifer Aniston's dad or Jim Carrey's dad, which one do you think has a bigger nutsack?
Speaking of the gym.
Speaking of plopping your balls in somebody's face. Let's hear what you got to say.
Speaking of saggy nutsacks and teabagging with dads. That's what this segment is called. Welcome to Teabagging with Dads.
Instead of like making up something every week about the dads, it all should just be about their balls.
Balls.
I had a bone.
Balls, baby.
I'm coming.
No, I don't want to do who had the bigger nutsack because we're not.
Well, let's just say it real quick.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Jim
Jennifer
Carrey's
Aniston's
dad.
Ah, hey, agree to disagree.
Yeah, it's okay. New age politics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Which dad could chop down a tree quicker?
Ooh. Diameter, please.
It's a 14-inch diameter.
Oak.
Redwood.
Redwood.
It's a young redwood.
It's an ancient. Yeah. They're in the redwood forest. This is illegal. That guy looks like he has more fun while chopping the tree down. And her dad looks like he just means business. Like he turned it into a sport and then made money off it.
Yeah, after he beat
Like he just got good at cutting down trees so he could teach other people how to cut down
Jennifer
trees quicker.
Aniston's dad.
Yeah. He's teaching other people how to cut down trees really well. So he's makes a team. And it's like the lumberjack version of fencing. You have like a lumberjack team. I mean, they already have things like that, but I'm saying he's the owner of the team.
Yeah.
He just bought out steel.
About all the steel.
Steel.
Oh, steel like the chainsaws.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I said it a little bit too much eel on it.
So you're saying Jennifer Aniston's dad looks a little more suave, a little more business savvy, and Jim Carrey's dad just likes to have fun.
He just wants to cut some trees down.
But he's still a delight to be around.
Yeah, he's George Washington in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Is that who cropped on the cherry tree? Yeah. Yep. George Washington as a young man chopped down the cherry tree.
I don't know, dude. Whatever words you're saying right now, I don't even know, man. You sound insane.
Every day is a new day.
Revolutionary.
I'm pretty sure it was Johnny Appleseed that cut down apple trees. Okay, who would win in a fight? George Washington or Johnny Appleseed?
Oh. Dude. I'd say Johnny Appleseed.
Why did you go like that? Looks like you were having an aneurysm.
Well, I was for a second.
Yeah, I agree though. Johnny
I
Appleseed.
pushed it back in.
I
My
agree.
aneurysm. I pushed it back in. I about popped a vessel.
You got popped a brain.
So, who chops down a tree, a redwood tree of 14 inches in diameter faster?
Between Jennifer Aniston's dad and Jim Carrey's dad.
I say Jim Carrey's dad can do it faster, but Jennifer Aniston's dad turns it into a business. He actually makes redwood jackets. You're gonna like the way you look.
Like the shirts on Dave, where they're like wooden T-shirts.
I like that one. He's like that. Redwood jacket.
So good.
Yeah,
The show's
He's
amazing.
talking- you know they make wooden bow ties.
Really?
Yup.
That would be cool. I'd be into that.
You think?
Yeah.
You could have a wooden watch that match your wooden bow tie, that match your wooden plugs,
You'd
that
be the
match
wood
your
guy.
wooden teeth. George Washington.
That was Abe Lincoln.
No, I don't think so. It
Yeah.
was George Washington.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's look it up.
Okay.
Famous president with wooden teeth. Because Abraham Lincoln was the one that killed all the vampires.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it wasn't George Washington in the Vampire Slayer, dude.
Oh, it is. Yeah, you're right. George Washington.
Dude, I'm a history buff.
One of the most enduring myths about George Washington is that his dentures were made of wood. So they weren't, but
Yeah.
it's the myth.
I'm
It's the
pre-
myth that counts. Mythbusters, where are you at? Go dig up that motherfucker's corpse
Also,
and
I
check
think
it out.
George Washington was killed by a barber.
For real?
Yeah, leached.
Oh, he got malaria.
Bloodletting and leaching.
Oh man,
They
isn't
used-
bloodletting just like a?
You just cut him open.
That's hilarious. They just wanted to bleed out the disease.
It was emo before it was cool.
Yeah. You know, in today's world, it's like,
Not cool to cut yourself open.
yeah, it's not very cool.
Yeah.
But it is cool, and it is healthy for you to like get into an ice bath. You know, put yourself in danger in that situation because you're not really gonna die. It's just
Yeah.
like it makes your body. I don't know. Your body just
Okay.
reacts to it in a positive way.
So,
But isn't it funny how in the past they're like, let's cut ourselves and we're going to put ourselves in harm, but our body will react in a positive way. It's like,
well, I don't know if they thought of it that way.
yeah, it was bloodletting. It's to get rid of the
Bloodletting
disease.
is to get rid of all the toxins that are killing your body by letting all the bad blood out. That's literally what it was for.
So silly. I wonder what we're doing now that is going to be looked at in the past like, those guys were so silly.
They're like,
Why would they talk into these cancer-causing microphones and these cameras?
all the radiation.
They could have. I know. We shouldn't have bought these nuclear-powered cameras.
It's like, why are we always doing this podcast in an X-ray machine?
Why do we always have to wear lead vests under our shirts?
Why do we always have to snort lead?
What even is lead, man?
I'm coming.
You know, old houses used to be painted with lead paint. The whole outside is lead paint.
Yeah.
And one time I was on a trip in Columbus to mission trip garbage. I think mission trips are stupid because you always go to a different place and then you find out some other mission trip from New Jersey's coming to your hometown. So it's like you're all just doing like this one town over type of bullshit. And then there's that one set of people that save up $1,000 per person to go to Guatemala for an extended vacation and help out dig ditches. They've been digging the same ditch for about 20 years. Anyways, where was I going with that? Yeah, so I was in Columbus, and they had a scraping off the lead paint of this house off the siding, which is a horrible idea because it was lead paint, and you're just basically eating paint
Yeah.
the
That's
wol
why you got to wear masks and goggles.
Well,
I've had to do
they're
that
like,
to a
oh
house.
yeah, they're like, oh yeah, here's your mask, and it was like, no,
Yeah, I've had to do that before.
yeah, it was like a bandana.
It sucks, dude. That's such a pain in the butt.
I don't know why people go on those anyways, just to feel better about themselves, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe help out your neighbor. if everybody helped out their neighbor, eventually, if everyone helped their neighbor as much as they could, then there would be no poor people.
Yeah, but some of the shitty people who they would take advantage.
Well, of course, and they do.
Yeah,
do it
nowadays.
I know. I could name. I'm not going to, but I could name 10 to 12 families that take advantage of churches in Brewston Mills,
and they don't help themselves out.
Yeah. Well, they like go. They'll like ask my mother, who is in churches, well, one, but who is involved in the church heavily, and they'll be like, "Hey, can you figure out how to like help us out?" And at first, my mom was like, "Of course," but then she realizes they pretty much only ask right before Christmas, and so it's like, "Oh, okay. Well, we're just giving you money for Christmas presents every year."
Yeah.
So you don't have to take it on your Discover card that's maxed out.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Some people just get so far deep into debt, they're like, "Well, I'm never gonna pay it off, so fuck it. I'm just gonna keep digging."
Yeah.
They really do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I'll just not pay it off. What are they going to do about it?
Let's say right now you're $100,000 in debt. What's your first step into knocking that out?
What's my first step?
Yeah. Pretend you don't live with me, you just live by yourself.
Moving home
Boom.
with my parents.
Bingo.
2 years I have it paid off.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, like you're going to be in debt if you buy a house without just buying it cash anyway. But I'm just saying, like, but
a year of working 7 days a week, I can have it paid off.
Yeah, but you get it.
Yeah,
it's just like you just pay on it.
Just move in with my girlfriend. She'll take care of me, and then she'll pay my bills.
Do you think Kelly would take care of me if I lived there too?
Let's just test the theory and just move into her house.
So whenever we move out of this place next year, we're just gonna move into Kelly's house.
Yeah, she has a spare bedroom.
Dang, dude.
And that just means that she has a spare bedroom. So me and you can just share the bedroom.
Yeah, and she can
fuck off and sleep in her own bed. And we can have a good time.
Imagine how much money we'd save.
I didn't mean fuck off, Kelly. It's okay.
I had a bone.
Yeah.
Man, we would be balling, dude.
Imagine how much money we'd have if we just didn't spend any.
Okay. Close your eyes. Imagine this. You work 7 days a week.
Yeah.
You only eat saltine crackers and water.
Yeah.
You don't spend a lick of money, and you save it for 100 years. Imagine how much money you'd have.
At least $100,000.
Okay.
Saltines are going up, buddy.
That's a bit of a stretch, but okay.
Saltine crackers are expensive. I got them for when Kelly was sick the other day. That was the last thing she had on her list, too, was saltine crackers. Everybody gets saltine crackers when you're sick.
I have trouble buying between gas and saltine crackers.
Yeah.
Both equally important.
Back when I was in barber school, I had a hard time choosing between Labatt's Blue and water. And Labatt's Blue is 10 cents cheaper than the water bottle.
So you just drank the beer.
So I just drank beer. I drank myself to sleep every night.
I've never had Labatt's.
Really? Let's go get some.
Okay. We should have
flashback.
Maybe the next time we record, if it's at nighttime, we should do a shitty beer night. Like just get like a 40 of something gross that we've never had.
Hurricane.
Yeah, I'm down to do that.
Is there a beer called Wasp?
I would love that. If we ever make our own craft beer, let's call it Wasp.
What is that one? It has a B on it. It's something. Is it bless you, child?
Thank you.
What's called something though? Like it has a B on it, I thought.
I don't know.
It wasn't Wasp, but
I like that though.
Yeah. What would you name a beer for like someone? My goal for this podcast is when I know I made it, when I know that we have made it, but for me, myself, I said, I know I have made it with the podcast is when we have a beer from a local beer company that has a beer that's named like Today's Prey, and we get to choose the flavor. It's like Today's Prey, whatever.
Condensation camouflage. That's a good beer name. You could do
not water.
Melancholy Tomahawk.
Ooh, okay. So you come up with a word, and yours will be. We can choose which is first and second, but we're both gonna think of a word. Okay.
Right now?
Yeah.
Do you want me to think of an adjective or a noun?
Adjective.
Adjective?
Yeah. No. I want to do the adjective.
Okay.
You do the noun.
Okay. All right.
Also, I'll be the first word. I'll be the first word.
All right, I need to think for a second because I had a good adjective. But
Okay. Well, let's go with yours first. Okay.
All right. You do a noun. I'm going to
Okay.
do an adjective. I'm going to say mine first. Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fractured
Squid.
That's great. That's a cool one.
Yeah.
I would drink some fractured squid.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be our porter maybe.
Yeah.
I'm not a big porter fan, but I think fractured squid would be a good porter name.
Yeah. I think so.
Let's name a cider.
Okay.
All right, you do the adjective. I'm going to do the noun. This
Yeah.
is the name of our
Think of a
alcoholic
good
cider.
one. Think of a good one. Be
Okay.
wild with it.
Okay. Got one.
Okay. Say it right after mine.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Wet.
Scarecrow. Wet Scarecrow. That's a great cider. I feel like that would be like a like definitely just a straight up hard apple cider. Wet Scarecrow.
Okay.
Fractured squid, the porter,
Wet
wet scarecrow, the cider. What's our IPA?
IPA. Okay. I just had a word too. Okay.
Are you doing the adjective or the noun?
I'm doing the noun now.
Okay, I'm doing the adjective. Give me a second to think.
Okay. I got to think. I don't think that one would work. Let me think of another one.
Okay. Damn it. Mine's kind of like the same as yours.
Okay. Just do it.
I'm going to think of another one real quick. I'm just going to cut out all these silent parts.
I'm not.
Well, you don't. Yeah, you can't on the.
Well, I can, but
Can't on the motherfucking camera.
I can.
Okay, I got a word.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to say it. As soon as I say it, you say yours.
Mm-hmm.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Digital.
Dollop.
That's great. We synced up. You know,
Digital dollop.
We needed a little extra time. Came back around.
It's like a big spoonful of computer
Pixels.
parts. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we need one more beer,
Okay.
and then we'll close the pod.
And then what kind of beer is this?
So we have a cider, we have a porter, we have an IPA. Let's
Yeah.
just do a shandy, maybe.
A
lager.
lager.
Let's just do a
A
lager.
lager. Okay.
You do the adjective.
So I'm gonna do two. Mine are probably 2 words, but it's just because it's funny to say.
Okay, and I'm gonna do the noun.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Fuzzy Wuzzy.
Trumpet. The Fuzzy Wuzzy Trumpet. I could picture myself going up to a bar where there's craft beer and be like, can I get the Fuzzy Wuzzy Trumpet?
And the picture is a trumpet with like a fur ball coming out, and it has a little smiley face on it.
You know how my coworker Paul Anderson draws all those beer logos for the breweries?
Yeah.
He would do a great job for Fuzzy Wuzzy Trumpet. He would do a killer beer label for that.
Yeah, dude.
Do you have any announcements for everybody?
No, man, not really. Just follow our stuff. You know, YouTube is a big one. We're trying to grow the YouTube. I really appreciate that because I put a lot of effort into that, and Jake puts a lot of effort into the audio. So we really would like, both of those things to blow up. But obviously, most people are listening to the audio because Jake does a better job at the audio than I do at the video. So
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with who does a better job. I just think there are some podcasts I like to listen to on my phone, and it's because I started listening to them on my phone. And then there's some podcasts I started listening to on YouTube.
Yep.
and I like watching them better. Like,
Right. It's wherever you find it first, and
Exactly, yeah.
And also, like us, we show the pictures of the people.
yeah,
So that's a big thing. So if you want to see the pictures of the people that we always talk about, and maybe one day we'll draw up some Fuzzy Wuzzy Trumpet
yeah.
art. We'll have Paul do it. That'll be our first beer that we'll try to get people to make for us. We'll talk to the neighbor that owns Short Story.
Yeah, the only good thing about watching, the extra good thing about watching the YouTube is you do get to see the effects and pictures of things that we're talking about, and you get to just see our emotions, and you get to see our
chest
boners.
hair, but or hairy chest boners,
chest hair,
or bony chests.
our bony chest. You get to see our bony chests on YouTube.
Nick Brown said that I looked pretty
You mean
good today.
NyQuil Nick Brown?
Yeah. He said, "Man, have you been really working out and eating good, huh?" And while I said, "Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that, but not really." And then I had a Red Bull and those Reese's sticks in my hand. But thanks,
funny.
buddy.
Yeah, give us a follow on Instagram. It's Today's Pray. Give us a follow on TikTok. It's Today's Pray Podcast. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we will see everybody next week. Thank you so much.
Last thing, one thing left. Our boy Ethan Hayes is fighting June 11th at Saberton Station. They're having a whole thing. So check it out.